Do you want to eat clean? Do you want to know what the small steps are that can give you big results? Jim Squares here, bringing you some more solutions. Today's a body hack. But first, make sure you like and subscribe down below, share with others, especially if you think that they'll find this useful, or if they're interested in tips on getting better. So to me, it all starts with that what's at the grocery store, right? So if you're going to the grocery store, and I would eat, number one, eat before you go to the grocery store. And eat a lot, so you're full. Like drink a lot of sparkling water, whatever it takes. Like go there full. So that's number one. And then when you're there, what will happen is, since you'll be satiated and you'll be full, you won't truly want a bunch of junk. So you won't want to. You can more likely to resist like a pop or soda, as other people call it. Don't buy cookies. Don't buy pop. Don't buy soda. Don't buy desserts, and stay away from the snacks. Like that's all. I'll say it's small steps. Like that'll help you out a lot if you keep this stuff out of your house. Because then, like even I have this. Like I love burnt peanuts. The little red shells are super hard, delicious. And if those are in my house, I'm eating them. And so I know I just can't buy them anymore, which is really fortunate because I really like them. But it's like, you know what? If I had them every day, I would put on all kinds of weight, and it would not be good for me. So I don't buy it, and that's one of our rules. Is you try to make it start there. Now, if you have other people in the household who buy this stuff, at least you can do is not buy it for yourself, or to try to put it in a place that's far away. Make it difficult to get at. So if you put it in the basement, where you have to go down the stairs and then come back up to bring it to get it. So you're at least adding some extra steps or a wall or resistance in the way. So if you want a good habit, you want to make it so there is no resistance. If you want a bad habit, like snacks or cookies or desserts, then you put resistance in the way. Put them in the top shelf, in the garage, outside, up where you have to take out a ladder, things like that. All that stuff will make a world of difference. So think about taking small steps. Some other foods that you can sprinkle in to help you eat clean would be like rice cakes. Sparkling water was the one I mentioned before. It gives you this full sensation. It's pretty amazing. So it works great for me. Is I drink a lot of sparkling water towards the end of the day because that's when I used to eat a lot. Like I would just keep eating and eating and eating. But I found that if I roll in sparkling water, like 2 or 3 glasses of it, you can get a sparkler where you can buy the cartridges from Walmart. It's like $15 and they last forever. And then you just get a bottle, you put it in your fridge and you sparkle it. And I can drink a whole one of those and I am full. If you think about the carbonation in there, it's just water, so it's great. So sparkling water, consistent meals. So that's something where if you're eating all over like throughout the whole day, that does make it harder because then you're gonna be hungry all day typically. So you have to like fight over a routine. So I have heavy meals in the beginning of the day, and then as the day goes on, my meals get smaller and smaller, and then towards the end I try to stop at 4. So that's me. And typically, since I've done that for a number of weeks, months, even, is now my body's used to it. Well, it just doesn't eat after 4. Now, there are times when I break it, but I try to get back to it as quickly as possible. Because once you break it, your body will get into the habit, and it'll be like, hey, you eat after 4. Give me food. Breaking it the first time is the worst. It is the hardest. But if you find ways to drink a ton of sparkling water, you just get used to it, then you're like, hey, I'm not hungry. The last thing that I would recommend too, and this is a good way that I found that helps, I'll say, kill the hunger at the end of the day, is I drink apple cider vinegar. And I've mentioned this in the other videos for health-wise and sleep-wise, getting your resting heart rate down, but it also helps with eating. So what I do is 2 tablespoons, or it's actually more, but I take quite a bit of apple cider vinegar at the bottom of a 12-ounce glass, like maybe at 20%, so a little bit all the way across. And then I fill it up with water, and I drink it through a straw. Don't want to wreck your teeth, but you'll want to do that first. And then after you drink that, it like kills the hunger magically. Like it's just so weird, but cause it's hard to drink that down. But once you get yourself to drink it down, you're good. It's like, hey, I'm full. It's like I'm not hungry anymore. It's really weird. It's like a magic trick. But I always do that, and then once I've done that, usually I don't want to go back to eat for the rest of the day. There are some times when the hunger will come, sometimes when I cave, but otherwise, I'm very much more likely to resist any eating after I drink that. I think it seems like it almost like turns off a switch in my body, where it's like, hey, you're not hungry anymore. This is the last thing you do in the day when you eat. It's the last thing you eat. And sometimes I'll drink sparkling water after it, but in general, I don't eat anything after that. So those are my tips. So that's how I eat clean. Think about it all small steps. You don't have to do all this at once. Just take one thing. Like eat a bunch before you go to the grocery store and buy a little bit healthier stuff. Like replace cookies with apples. Replace desserts and snacks with pears or fruit. Blueberries, frozen blueberries, great for your brain. Things like that. So to continue learning, I recommend checking out my video on how to live longer, so resting heart rate, so you will have that tip of apple cider vinegar in there. In the meantime, if you have other tips on eating clean, be sure to throw them in the comments down below, and we'll help each other out. Keep growing together, share this with others, and we'll be talking. Take care. Later.